Today I'm going to be making Ina Garten Outrageous Brownies. So first of all, I'm going to tell you the ingredients that you will need if you want to make this. You need 1 pound of unsalted butter. That is this entire container of unsalted butter. You need 1 pound plus 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So we'll be weighing those. You need 6 ounces of bitter chocolate. We bought the dark chocolate, 53% cocoa. You need 6 extra large eggs, 3 tablespoons of instant coffee granules, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, 2 1/4 cups of sugar, 1 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon salt, and 3 cups of chopped walnuts. So we combined bags. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 350. My oven is preheating. And then you want to butter and flour a 12 by 18 by 1 inch baking sheet. Now this is the biggest baking sheet I have, and it's a 12 by 17. So we're an inch shy. However, you have to use what you have. So I have a pat of butter here. I'm going to butter this, and then I'm gonna put some flour on top of that and shake it off. And I'm gonna measure out all my ingredients, and we'll be back. So I have my pan on the stove, and I just have a little bit of water in it, and it is going to start to simmer. And so on top of that, in this bowl you put all the butter, the whole pound of butter, 1 pound of the chocolate chips. You're not going to use all your chocolate chips right now. 1 pound of the chocolate chips and the 6 ounces of bitter chocolate. So I have measured this out. I have a kitchen scale. For this recipe, unless you can buy exact bags at the store of the chocolate, then I recommend using a kitchen scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt the butter, the pound of chocolate chips, and the bitter chocolate in the bowl over the simmering water, and then we're going to allow it to cool slightly once it's all melted. This is how it looks right now. I have been stirring and stirring and stirring. It takes a lot longer than you would think for all that to melt. You would think, oh, it's chocolate and butter and it'll be really fast, and no, it's taking some time, and I guess you just have to be patient. I have also been stirring this constantly, so your arm definitely gets a workout with this. So you can see it is almost smooth. So as soon as every one of those little lumps are gone, I'm going to try to get all the lumps. As soon as all those are gone, I'm going to set this to the side and let it cool slightly. So I'm going to take it off of this pan and set it somewhere off the stove on the counter. So my chocolate is cooling to the side, just cooling a little bit. In a bowl, you are going to put your eggs. There's all the eggs. That's 6 extra large eggs. And your sugar, it's 2 1/4 cup sugar. 3 tablespoons instant coffee granules. And 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And you want to stir this, you do not beat it. So now you're going to take the chocolate mixture that we set to the side that was on the stove. You're going to take that and add it to this bowl. In this bowl, I have my flour, which is 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I have them in that bowl, and I am going to add them to my cooled chocolate. it did not take long to cool at all. In another medium-sized bowl, you're going to take 12 ounces of chocolate chips and your walnuts. That's 3 cups of walnuts. And you're going to take a 1/4 cup of flour and toss them in this. And the reason for doing that is so that they won't sink to the bottom of your brownies. If you have a layer of flour on them, that'll keep them from sinking. So now I'm going to pour the walnuts and my chocolate chip mixture in with that batter. And you pour this mixture onto your baking sheet, which I buttered and floured earlier. So now we're going to put these in the oven and bake them for 20 minutes, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, my timer went off. And so what you want to do is you want to pick up your pan and you want to wrap it against the oven rack to get rid of the air bubbles. Should do it while it's in there. Okay. Now, you bake it, excuse me in my shorts, you want to bake it now for another 15 minutes and you don't want to overbake it. So here are my brownies straight out of the oven. I had let them cook. Once I wrapped the pan on the oven rack, I let them cook for another 15 minutes, got them out, and this is how they look. You can see those walnuts are coming through. They look terrific. So now you have to stay away from them. That's the problem, because you have to let them cool completely. So I'm gonna let them cool completely and then I'll be back to cut them. I can't wait to try these. They look delicious.
They smell good.
And let me just say, I'm shocked that I made these myself.
Well,
it was just a detailed recipe. Yeah, it used a lot of bowls. But while it's in the oven, you have plenty of time to clean up the mess, which is good. What do you think? I think it's delicious.
It's very good. You can really taste the walnuts.
Yes.
So if you don't like walnuts, don't put walnuts.
Well, if you don't like walnuts, just use a different nut, because it is 3 cups of walnuts.
Oh wow. You can probably use them without, but I like the flavor of the walnuts.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's good and chocolatey. It's sweet.
I love the texture. You can make these up to a week in advance and go ahead and cut them into squares and put them in the refrigerator, and they'll be perfect. You can take them out. You can microwave them a little bit and put some hot fudge over them with some ice cream. They don't need anything like that. They're absolutely delicious. I love it.
That'd be good with a scoop of ice cream on top.
Yes, it would. Some vanilla ice cream.
It's like you get in the restaurants.
Yes, yes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, these are a hit with me. I would definitely make these again.
Oh yeah, this would be good to take with you somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for watching.